Good morning, everyone. It is me, Joshua Caruso, with the San Diego Cannabis Farmers Market. Thank you for joining us today on our first virtual job fair, but this is actually our third annual Southern California Cannabis and Hemp Career Fair and Business Expo. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all your support. This morning, we have our first speaker by the name of Matthew Gates. Matthew Gates is a cannabis IPM specialist. He works in other plants besides cannabis, but today we're going to be focusing on cannabis. And he's with he owns Zentinel Consulting. That's a local consulting agency that deals with plant and IPM management. And we're very honored and happy to have him as a speaker today. So, with no further ado, we're going to go ahead and present Matthew as a speaker. Go ahead, Matthew.
Hey everyone, my name is Matthew Gates, and I'm going to have a presentation about current and future pests in the cannabis space. I have here a presentation, so let me just start it for you. All right, I just want to check that it is visible. I think that it is. So I'm going to start here. So the name of this presentation is Cannabis Pest Update 2021, the Everswarm, Holistic Identification and Countermeasures from Gene to Gram. You can find my social media when I do science communication about plant health on Instagram and Twitter at SyncAngel. And you can also find a lot of my information on my YouTube channel, Zentinel, which, as Jay mentioned, is the name of my Zentinel consulting group. So I wanted to first start off with asking a question. What is a pest exactly? This might seem an overly simple question, but it's actually very complex. And it's a question that often gets a lot of, I guess you could say, it gets a lot of sort of tenuous contention because people just assume that any kind of bug in their grow could be a potential threat. And while I commend that sort of perspective about being vigilant, which is very important for pest abatement, not every organism in your area is going to be a pest. So we should acknowledge that pest is a human concept. And as I've written here, in agriculture, a biotic agent that threatens the human intention of cultivation. However, natural interactions are more complex than binary pest-beneficial dichotomy. So we usually think of things as good or bad, or better or worse, but the world of ecology is way more complex than this. And indeed, things like the microbiome is incredibly complex. So you've got insects and mites and nematodes and bacteria, fungi, oomycetes, viruses. They facilitate or impair cultivator intent. So recognizing what they are and what you're dealing with is integral to saving costs on applications or biocontrols, whether it's a chemical application, a biological application, or some other technique that you're using to get rid of pests. It would be very unfortunate, and I've seen it very often, where people see something that is not a problem, like a predatory mite in their soil or a springtail, and they freak out and they try to control it, not knowing